the point you said about, I think everyone needs some harsh reality. I think that's one of the things that you see in sitting in between a sales and CS function, is that it really is a valuable thing to learn that resilience and some of the pain and obviously the wins, but I think it toughens people up, and it's always easier working with people who are tougher, let's say, than others, because they can take constructive criticism, they can take the lows, but they get stronger from it. So I think, I think that's sort of why I asked the question, because I think a lot of people go into sales and recruitment, and maybe there are some negative connotations about it, but I think it is a great role to get your teeth stuck into and learn from, basically.
I was just going to say, I think you hit the nail on the head there with what you were saying about people being able to take constructive criticism. I think doing a role that creates resilience isn't necessarily about like creating resilience for you in that role, in the people you speak to in that role, the customers you deal with, the prospects you deal with. It's so much more than that. And I think being able to see like your flaws, understand where you can improve, and also want to know what you could be doing better. It takes like a certain type of person to want to know that and to want to be able to do that. And I think as you were saying, it helps people more easily take constructive criticism. And I think also it helps people deliver constructive criticism, because if you have been on the receiving end of, say, if you've done a BDR role, you know how savage it can be and you know how horrible people can be. So it also makes you want to not treat other people like that. So if I now ever get a cold call, I will be so polite, like I will be so nice to them. But in the same way that I think it helps you helps you change the way you're thinking about things. So if you then needed to give somebody some advice, and I'm going to use the word advice instead of constructive criticism, just because it sounds more positive, but you then can deliver it in a way that doesn't make that person feel like they're doing something wrong, but makes them feel like they have positive changes to make.